So last week, I finally posted the video that I've been working on for 2.5 months, put a hell of a lot of effort into, the Africa tour. If you haven't seen it yet, check it out, the link will be in the description. But I basically filmed that over the course of December. I wrote and edited the narrative part over the course of January and February, and then I just edited the whole freaking thing over February. Now you may hear that and wonder, why the hell did it take you so damn long to edit this freaking thing? What are you, a snail in the edit room? And the answer to that is, yeah, kind of. I'm a little bit slow. I wouldn't say that I'm a bad editor by any means. I would hope that if you watch the Africa video, you would think that I'm actually quite a damn capable editor. But I am definitely slow. And while I don't think that slow necessarily means that you're a bad editor, I do think the slower of an editor you are, the worse of an editor you are. Now look, if this was Hollywood, it wouldn't really matter, okay? When it comes to making perfect, precise, and polished feature-length, big-budget movies, the quality of the edit is always gonna come priority over the speed. But as much as I'd like to, I'm not making Hollywood movies. These are YouTube videos and I'm making internet content. By and large, most of the client productions that I've done have also been web-based, where the market demands constant uploads and topical content. Okay? In the highly saturated and very competitive internet market, you need to have quick turnaround, and that basically means that faster equals better. So what's the story here? Well, I used to think that just because I was a good editor, that would save me in the end and I would be fine. But 2019 is supposed to be the year of success for me, okay? You just watch. And part of that is identifying all the ways in which I can improve, get better, and eliminate all of the stuff that's holding me back. One significant part of what is holding me back is the speed at which I edit. Becoming a quicker editor is a priority for me this year. And it just makes sense, because the quicker I get videos out, it means I can film them quicker, I'm gonna feel better about myself, and it increases my chances of getting noticed online. So how am I gonna make that change? Well, first and foremost, I'm gonna try and... what I was saying was, first and foremost, I'm gonna try and stop getting so easily distracted by things like my phone and my laptop. Now that's a hard flaw to admit, that you can get so easily distracted and that it really does impede on your work. But for me, it has become a massive pull down on my productivity. The less I can spend looking at my phone, looking at my YouTube videos and Twitter and emails and all the rest, the more I can get done. I know that less of this means more of this. Secondly, I want to improve the efficiency of my cuts and my editing. I noticed while I was editing the Africa video that there are certain things that I'm really good at and are really easy and I'm really quick at. For example, basic cutting is super easy, okay? That stuff is done in a breeze, but it's the more processor intensive stuff like motion graphics and text effects and the stuff that are really lots of things going on. That takes a long time, both for my laptop to render, but also for me to do manually in Premiere. What that made me realize is I really need to start taking advantage of After Effects. It's an application I have with my Adobe subscription, and if I don't use it to benefit the speed of my editing, why the hell do I pay so much each month? So by expanding my video editing tool belt, it'll make things a whole lot easier. It means I can just import the effects into my videos. They'll already be there, they'll already be made, they'll have motion blur, they'll be pure white, they'll be etc, etc, etc. There are so many ways that expanding my video tool belt, having multiple applications to my usage, will help improve my efficiency. And look, there are other ways that I'm making the video making process quicker. For example, I'm scripting my videos so I know what to say, so the pre-production process, the post-production process will be quicker. Occasionally be using a teleprompter. I'm not using one today, but that does help sometimes. And I will hopefully sometime down the road be upgrading my laptop to a slightly better version. We'll see what comes out this year. I don't know what Apple's gonna come out with this year, so maybe I'll get the 2019 one, maybe I'll get the 2018 one. I'm also strongly considering checking out and trying Final Cut Pro. I don't know, look, if After Effects and Premiere, using them in tandem can really help my efficiency and my workflow that much more, then I don't need to look at getting a new laptop or Final Cut Pro right now. Everything's on the table. I just want to get quicker, get better, and get freaking videos out. Look, I'm still gonna be the kind of editor who is meticulous and perfectionist and is gonna make sure that a video comes out satisfactory and good, even if it takes a long time to make. And look, I work 30 plus hours a week. I edit a podcast, the For Life podcast, check it out, link in the description. And so because of those things, there's only so much time that I have to actually sit down, make a video, edit. Because of that, I need to use the time that I do have to freaking make videos quickly and good. And see, what I view as the two pillars of storytelling, simply enough, it's the story and the telling, okay? You wanna have an engaging enough narrative, something that the audience can interact with and engage with. On the flip side, you wanna have a way to tell it that is interesting, engaging, charismatic, that can be presenting it in a way that makes people sit up straight and not fall asleep. But it can also mean editing it in a way that isn't boring and quick and choppy and, not too choppy, but engaging. And I've been working on those a lot, right? So when it comes to story, for every video that I've been making, I'll think to myself, WTSH. What's the story here? Is this going to be engaging, interesting? Are the audience going to be able to connect with that particular story or that particular narrative? Is it something that people will be interested in? The telling part, thankfully, presentation and speaking, public speaking has always been a plus for me. I've always been pretty good at it, so that's great. I'm still working on it, obviously. And then the editing part, and that's really what I need to work on. That's what I need to improve, polish, and just get to a place where I know I'm going to be putting out quality stuff. Ultimately, the point I'm trying to make is that I know that effort doesn't always exactly equate to success. You can spend time and hours and hours and hours on a video, and it's not always going to come out and get the response that you wanted. If there's a way to make editing quicker, easier, faster, and better, then I'd be a fool not to take that route. So you can look forward to this year, basically good, hopefully consistent, quality content from me on a, again, hopefully regular basis. That's gonna be a priority of mine. Check out all the links around me to see what I'm up to find out when I post a new video, all the rest. If you wanna subscribe, then that will obviously keep you up to date. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.